Hello, everyone. Just hold on a few minutes. We're having some technical difficulties before we get started today. I apologize for this. We are trying to stream and
hello, everyone. Just hold on a few minutes.
And we're going to work on getting this to you in just a few minutes. Thank you. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome. I apologize for the delay. Welcome to the masterclass, how to reprogram your brain and change your consciousness so you can heal and manifest anything. My name is Melissa Binkley, and tonight I'm going to take you on a journey to healing your consciousness, to reprogramming your brain, and learning how to manifest anything. So what is possible when you reprogram your brain, change your consciousness, and heal your trauma and manifest anything? You will be able to access deep states of intuition, enter deeper levels of the subconscious mind, the soul, the psyche, and the collective consciousness so that you can have deep access to spirit and miracles. Discover the mystery and hidden meaning of life, and discover the powerful states of super consciousness. Improve intimate personal relationships, business relationships, and be able to make life-changing decisions. And then you're going to be able to tune into the infinite possibilities in the quantum field. So tonight, I'm going to take you on a journey into learning how to activate your manifesting powers. So not just through your thoughts, but through your emotions and your energy, so that you can learn to set your intentions with consistency and clarity, and so that you can stay committed to this experience. And we'll be able to be an active magnet to abundance in many forms, whether it's additional money, well-being, opportunities, travel, connections, or comfort. So I'm so excited to take you on this journey today so that you can understand what manifestation really is. And tonight I'm going to share with you one of my favorite miraculous techniques that will help you to start to heal instantly and step you into the path of manifestation. Are you ready for that? Well, I hope so, because I'm super excited to share it with you. Well, this is for you. This class is for you. If you've tried everything and you seem to, the only thing that you can manifest are just a few things here or there, or maybe you're not you're brand new to this work and your work is ready to manifest, or you have money blocks, or you're worried about money or health issues that are persistent, or you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed in your business, your career, or your life. Maybe you're struggling with self-confidence and you're worried about money, or you want to manifest the relationship of your dreams or the career. Maybe you want to be in charge again. The stress and the chaos of the world's circumstances may have resulted in setbacks, confusion, or uncertainty in life. Or you don't think you can manifest. You're pretty good at creating your life and you're ready for the next level. Any of these types of things in this class is for you. I want to really share these ways of really creating and changing and moving. But we always wonder what makes that, the way that you can create, the way that you can manifest, the way that you can do these things. What makes me an authority or somebody that can share that with you? Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself, if you don't mind, so that you know how I completely used this process and these things to change my life. So my name is Melissa Binkley, as you know, and I am the founder of the Intuitive Intelligence Academy. I am a #1 international 2-time best-selling author, and I am an international transformational speaker. I have been ranked as one of the top 50 speakers in the United States. That was in 2017. In the past 20 years, I have gotten trainings, certifications, degrees, and so much more in neuroscience, quantum physics, cognitive behavioral therapy, NLP, transpersonal psychology, health coaching, heart science. And my company, the Intuitive Intelligence Academy, and our processes in quantum miracles, intuitive intelligence, have been transformed and shown all over the world. And we've been in things like Inc. magazine and Authority magazine and BuzzFeed. And I've shared the stages with Deepak Chopra and Marianne Williamson, Gabby Bernstein, and many other great leaders, including Jack Canfield and Mark Nepo. And I have the opportunity to travel the world and do some really, really amazing work. Really amazing work in the world. I've gotten to work with organizations such as Beyond Freedom, Empowering Women of Nepal, the Women's Economic Forum, Elite Foundation. I get to do work with giving back through trafficking, helping with sex trafficking, with PTSD, with veterans organizations, all through the work that I have created through the Intuitive Intelligence Academy and through sharing this work with people all over the world. But it wasn't always that way for me. I once had not such a great life, to say the least. Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. In 2004, I left my home in Columbus, Ohio, and decided to move to Florida. And that was because I had spent the previous 3 years being a drug trafficker and selling and doing massive amounts of drugs. And so in 2004, I decided I was going to change my life and I was going to heal my life and I was going to move on. And I moved to Florida, where I spent the next 5 years getting a job, doing the right thing, creating a life that I wanted to create. And in 2009, it all came crashing down. You ever had that moment? I call it my coming to Jesus moment, where I'd had enough. I just didn't know what to do anymore. And can you people not hear me? Hold on one second, everybody. We're having some issues. Wow. Boy, this is fun today. All right, let's see if we can figure this out because we have something going on and people cannot hear. And I think we're going to have to start over. All right. I apologize, everyone, for all of this. We have people we have about 400 people on another platform that are not able to hear me at the moment. So we're trying to figure it out. All right, let's see if we can start this again. Let's see what we can do. Hello, everyone, and welcome to How to Reprogram Your Brain and Change Your Consciousness so you can heal and manifest anything. I am your host, Melissa Binkley, and tonight I am going to share with you how to reprogram your brain, change your consciousness, how to manifest so that you can learn how to access deep states of intuition, inner levels of the soul, the subconscious, the psyche, and the collective consciousness so that you can reprogram your genes and connect to the field so that you can create the life that you desire. So what happens when you learn how to reprogram your brain and you change your consciousness? Well, you will discover the mystery and the hidden meaning of powerful states of super consciousness. You will be able to improve your personal relationships, your business relationships. You'll make life-changing decisions. You'll make more money. You'll have more love. You'll tune into the infinite possibilities in the quantum field, what I call the God field, and be able to create quantum miracles. By activating your manifesting powers, we'll not use just your thoughts, but ultimately your emotions and your energy. We're going to set your intentions, learn how to create with consistency and clarity so that you can become a magnet for abundance in all forms, whether that's money, well-being, opportunities, travel, deep connections, or comfort. Raise your vibration for more magic and miracles tonight with me so that we can move your frequency from love, from fear, and move it into love and connect you to the universe so that you're always dialed in and you can create and attract with constant alignment. And so tonight, I really want to show you this so that you can understand what manifestation really is. And I'm going to be sharing with you this amazing healing technique that will help you to heal almost anything instantaneously and be able to uncover the blocks that are keeping you from having what you want in your life. This class is for you. If you've tried everything, and I have, right? We have so many people, clients that come to our events and things. They say, oh, well, I've done Landmark, I've done Tony Robbins, I've done Gratitude, I've done all of these different law of attraction, right? But somehow you're only able to manifest a few things or change a few things in your life. Or maybe you're brand new to this work and you're ready to finally figure it out and have the life of your dreams. This is for you if you have money blocks or you're worried about money, or you have health issues that are chronic or persistent that you'd love to see disappear. Are you feeling overwhelmed or stuck in your business, your career, or your life? Are you struggling with self-confidence? Worried about money? Maybe you want to manifest the relationship of your dreams or the career of your dreams. With all of the chaos that is going on in the world right now, maybe you just want to be in charge again. Because we've all had so many setbacks and so much confusion and uncertainty in our lives. Or you think that you can manifest. Maybe you don't think, I can't manifest at all. How many of you say that? I don't even know I can manifest. I'm going to teach you about that tonight. Or maybe you've got a pretty great life and you're just ready for the next level. Well, we're going to get you ready for that right now. So what is this experience, right, that we're going to be creating, to be talking about? And who am I to be sharing it with you. Well, my name is Melissa Binkley. I'm the founder of the Intuitive Intelligence Academy. I am a soul and business strategist. I'm a 2-time #1 international best-selling author and an international transformational speaker. I was rated one of the top 50 speakers in the US in 2018. And I developed this spiritual transformational process from years of studying neuroscience and quantum physics and cognitive behavioral therapy, health coaching, heart science, and all these amazing spiritual techniques. I've traveled the world. I've been on stages, and I've shared stages with Deepak Chopra and Marianne Williamson, John DeMartini, Gabby Bernstein, along with so many more amazing people. And I've gotten the opportunity to work in countries around the world, Nepal and India, and worked with heads of state, trafficking organizations to completely help people heal from PTSD and trauma, and to teach them how to shift and change. We've been ranked and written about in Inc. magazine, BuzzFeed, Authority magazine, all these incredible things. I just want to show you that we, as my company and myself, have really changed and been around the world showing how to heal and manifest and transform. I work with several trafficking organizations and veterans organizations to really help people to heal and teach these experiences and these techniques to people all over the world. But my life wasn't always this way. There were times when I had not such a great experience in my life. So I'm going to give you a short synopsis of my life and what happened with me so that you understand how I went from where you might be right now to having nothing to, or not being able to create, or not knowing what I wanted, to being able to create an international organization and travel the world helping people to heal and manifest and change. In my early years, I had massive amounts of trauma as a child, and I was brutally raped at the age of 17, and went into college as a somebody that was a super high achiever, a perfectionist on the outside, but had a lot of trauma on the inside. And I got out, by the time I had gotten out of college, within 6 years, the 6 years of graduating from college, I had gotten married and divorced, had a daughter, and had been a drug trafficker. And I decided in 2004 to move to Florida to try to heal my life. So from 2004 to 2009, I worked on doing all the right things. I got the job. I did all of the things that you're supposed to do, right, to really heal your life, to what I thought was the right things that society tells you to do. You know, go to school, get a job, do those things. But in 2009, it all came crashing down. After spending 5 years getting off of drugs and healing my life and getting a well-paying good job, I was evicted from my apartment. I lost my job, was fired from my job, and my partner left me all within 6 months, and I ended up homeless. And that was when I really realized that I had to change my life. So in 2009, I had my coming to Jesus moment, when I was spending a year living in my car, trying to figure out how to heal my life and the things that I needed to do. And that was when I ended up going to the Institute for Integrative Nutrition to try to heal my body and to help other people. And through the process and the transformation of starting my schooling at the Institute for Integrative Nutrition and changing through that, I spent the next 6 years transforming and working with people and working on healing my own life. And in 2016, after being homeless in 2009, I built this international organization and started traveling to the world to share with people. So tonight, I'm going to share a little bit about my journey, a little bit about how I'm going to share with you these techniques. And so these are some of the things that we're going to learn tonight. I'm going to teach you what manifestation is really. What is it, right? And we're going to learn the 6 things that are holding you back from healing and becoming a master manifester. We're also going to learn the 3 key areas of mastery to truly become a miracle worker. And of course, my favorite technique for aligning with the field to heal and manifest. Are you ready for a journey? Awesome. So here we go. Okay. So what I want everyone to understand is that we have to know that 70% of all adults have trauma. And yet only 1% of the health crisis is due to our genes, and the rest is our consciousness. The world is changing so fast, right? Oh. And almost it has been described as falling apart. We are at a critical time in our history. We are at a crossroads, the magical space in between. We are in between 2 worlds right now. This ancestral archetypal society, the patriarchal society that honored violence and sexism and racism. And that way is being dissolved. And as that way of being is being dissolved, we're in a time where everything is being questioned. Just look at how this is showing up in our world around us right now. There's this formidable breakdown before the breakthrough of a new consciousness. And as this bubble that we've lived in is popped, the only possibility for us is a new doctrine to be implemented. And those that have been speaking of this doctrine for years have been considered to be like woo-woo, right? Or new age or some sort of nonsense. But right now there is a shifting, a coming together of science and spirituality that's bringing together these old truths and these new truths. And this darkness is being revealed, and we will be able to bring about a true form of non-judgment. So what is this new truth? What is it that we're looking for? Is it any wonder that we often feel powerless to help our loved ones and ourselves when we face life's greatest crises? Is it all surprising that we frequently just feel as helpless when we see the world changing around us, right? It's like as if it's falling apart at the seams. Look, every day we are in some of the greatest economic disasters of our life right now, right? And we have this complete change of everything from our personal capabilities and our limitations to our collective reality is up for grabs. It's almost as if the conditions of our world are pushing us into a new frontier of consciousness, forcing us to rediscover who we are in order to survive what we've created. The reason why we are here is because this is a powerful revolution, and it's based in something entirely that you and I are doing right now in this very moment. Alone and together, individually and collectively, consciously and unconsciously, we are all manifesting our reality. We are choosing the way that we think of ourselves, what we believe to be true in our world, and we are showing them up. And the results of these manifestations surrounding us are our everyday experiences. Yet, we have things that are holding us back, right? The revolution of scientific understanding suggests that from our personal health and our relationships to even war and peace and the pandemic that is going on around us right now, the reality of our lives are nothing more and nothing less than waves in the forms of vibrations of belief and experience. And that's shaping the quantum stuff that everything is made from. And it's all related to what we accept about our world, our capabilities, our limits, and ourselves. Using specific techniques such as the ones that I'm going to share with you today, alchemical alignment, the field, to break open the fields, and we can connect to the quantum. We have the ability to heal and completely transform our reality and create a new consciousness that ripples through the entire physical and non-physical planes. So it has been proven that the mind can override genetic programming, right? But there has to be a coherent heart and mind for that to happen. Our new understanding of the universe's mechanics show us how the physical body can be affected by the immaterial mind. Thoughts, the mind's energy, directly influence how the physical brain controls the body's physiology. And through the controlling of this physiology, we can completely shift the way that we share with the world. But first, we have to break down our old ideas and beliefs and systems. Because I say before every breakthrough, there's a breakdown. You must break down old beliefs, ideas, patterns, and ways of thinking so that you can break through to a new existence. And that's what we're going to do today. So today, I am going to be showing you how to start changing that programming. So instead of thinking, we should be feeling. And I'm going to show you how to immediately start to recode your memories, shift your emotions so that you can create miracles in life. I'm going to show you techniques that will allow you to transform your trauma and patterns into life-altering experiences of creation. And I'm going to give you the science and the neuroscience and behind some of this amazing work. We have lived in a society that's been organized and ran by the brain, but what if there's a way to heal that goes beyond medicine and doctors, right? And that healing is what will allow us to transform. Because to create miracles and manifest, you must heal things that stand in the way. They are the flip sides of two coins. If you want to manifest, so you go back and you say, okay, why? For those of you that say, I only manifest certain things, or I don't think I can manifest. You're actually manifesting at every moment of your life. But if you're manifesting things that you don't want, that's because you have patterns, or you have trauma, or you have karma, or your level of consciousness is getting in the way, your judgments are getting in the way, your brain and your heart are not aligned. And if you want to manifest and create miracles in your life, you must create that alignment. You must work on the judgments that you have in your life. You must heal your trauma, whether it's physical trauma, mental trauma, emotional trauma, right? Even the things that you thought that you've already worked on. Well, like that, I've done that already. I've already created that. I've already healed that. Well, if you're not creating what you want in your life right now in some sort of way, that's because one of these things is getting in your way. Which one is it for you? So what is manifestation really? Well, there is a thin veil between imagination and reality. What we see in the world is a projection of what we are. Literally, what we are believing, what we are feeling, what we are creating on a deeper level. The body and the world are the mirror of our beliefs and our feelings. So think about this. Look at your life right now and think of something that you're creating that you love, that you want to have, that you're excited about. And guess what? You manifested that. You manifested that from your belief systems, from your experience, from where you're at in your life right now. Now, look at something in your life that you don't want to be experiencing. You manifested that too. You manifested that from your beliefs and from your feelings and from your creation and your system. So these are both your manifestations. So how do we create and what we want, right? Well, there are four ways to get what we want. And we're going to dive deep into this. So think about it. You say, I want a surfboard. And so you say, I want a surfboard. And way number one is you say, I want a surfboard. And what do? You go to the store and you buy a surfboard. The next way to manifest is you say, I want a surfboard, or you create, right? The way that we get things is you say, I want a surfboard, and you tell someone to go get it. So you say, I want a surfboard, and you call up your best friend and say, hey, will you do me a favor? You go to the store and pick me up a surfboard. Or you say, next, number three, the third level is you say, I want a surfboard, and somehow it miraculously gets to you. Let me tell you a story. Back in 2018, I wanted a surfboard. I had just learned to surf the previous year in Indonesia. And I had just moved to California at the end of 2017, and I was super excited. I had been on the road for 33 months straight. I had left my home in Florida in March of 2015, and I had traveled for 33 months straight, and finally decided that I was going to land and get a home in California. And this was in September of 2017. During that time, I had learned how to surf in Indonesia on one of my excursions when I was out doing my healing and trafficking work, and this work with quantum miracles and intuitive intelligence. So I learned how to surf. But I didn't have a surfboard yet. And I had this amazing girlfriend, and we would go surfing, and I would use her board, but her board was way advanced for me. And I couldn't use it. I couldn't, was not very good at it. And then, but I kept using it. I kept trying, and I kept trying, and I kept trying. So late into 2018, we broke up. We had a conscious uncoupling in June of 2018. And so then I no longer had access to a surfboard anymore. So I wrote down, and I did my intention creation formula that I do. And I wrote down, and one of the things that I wrote, which is an experiment that I'm going to share with all of you that we do in our Quantum Miracles Mastery, is we do these experiments to bring things into your life. And so I wrote down, and one of the things on it was like, I want a surfboard. I didn't tell anybody. Nobody knew that I wanted a surfboard. You know, I didn't mention it. And that July, which was about 2.5 weeks later, I had a birthday party. It was an 80s party. It was so fun. It was great. And sure enough, in walks, guess what? A surfboard. I had miraculously, right? Like step number 3, I want a surfboard, and it miraculously gets to me. It came to me miraculously through manifesting, because it was something that I had created an intention around, and I was in alignment to be able to receive it into my life. And way number 4 is I want something, a surfboard, and it manifests instantly in your life, right? Like, so you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you say, I want a surfboard, and you look to your right, and there it is. And it manifests instantaneously in your life. I've actually had that one happen to me too, although this one is much more rare. Mine wasn't with a surfboard though. It was when I was recently in Bali during the pandemic that's been going on. I was stranded over in Bali, and I ran out of contact solution. And I literally said, I want contact solution. And I looked over to my left, and miraculously there appeared a bottle of contact solution. Now I know people say, oh, well, maybe it was there before, or things like that. But if you truly believe in the ability of the field of possibilities, then you'll recognize that these are all accessible to you in different ways. So what you see in the world is a projection of what you're believing and feeling and creating on a deeper level. And all that appears without is within. When we transform our inner feelings into our reality of physical matter, the body and the world are a mirror of our beliefs. So my promise to you this evening, right? What we're going to do is I am going to show you how to manifest. And then I'm going to show you a couple of techniques, but I want you to stay on till the end, because at the end of today's call, I have a couple of gifts for you, and a way that you can learn even more about how to dive deeper into manifestation, into healing, into transformation, into all of these amazing things that are going to happen in your life. So today I'm going to, start to show you these things, but we only have so much time together. And although I'd love to be able to spend hours and hours with you here, teaching you all of my techniques, I do have a way that you can learn all of these techniques at a deeper level when we get moving on. So make sure that you pay attention to what we're going to be doing later. Okay. So the ability to heal and manifest are two sides to this same coin. The more that you hear, the more that you will manifest what you want. We are connected to an intelligent and universal field of energy. It's like a conduit, a template, where everything is there all of the time. Think of a blanket or a fabric, right? All possibilities are there and imprinted on this fabric. And this fabric has an intelligence, and that intelligence responds to human emotion. It is the pure space of all possibility where all things begin. It's the container and the bridge of what happens inside our bodies and what we see manifest in our world. But to be able to create and manifest, right? We are like, think of it like this. You're an artist. You have a blank canvas, right? And through our inner experience of the world, we are the painters of our life. You're painting that canvas. And so manifesting is about shifting your creation frequency. And that way you can tune into this channel and get the messages, the healing, and the learning. You're already manifesting, these things, but maybe it's not what you want. So these 4 things will help you shift your frequency to put your manifesting on super drive. What's number 1? First is you want to dig deep, right? Habits and patterns can transform what you can't see into new patterns through healing your trauma, your karmic issues, reprogramming your brain. Think about it. The first 7 years of your life are programmed, and 70% of what you downloaded as a child is disempowering, and 95% of the rest of your life come from that programming. 95% of the rest of your life. So what if you're not changing that programming, right? Number 1, first thing, dig deep. You must change the programming that is coming into your life. So you've got to really look at those patterns. And in the Quantum Miracles Mastery, one of the main things that we focus on is reprogramming that brain, right? What are the habits? What are the patterns? How do you dive deep into that? What does that look like for you? You can literally reprogram your genes. Epigenetics show that the intake of information in your environment around you, you can change at a core level, will literally change your genes at a core level. And that's things that you can do to actually shift yourself. And so when we look at our habits, when we look at our patterns, we're able to see these imprints and learn how to imprint new patterns. I work in the quantum field, and we actually go in and shift into your timeline and can go back and heal a piece of your life, right? And shift these karmic patterns. Remember when I said the things that you have to change, right? To create miracles and manifest, you must heal your trauma, your karma, your level of consciousness, your judgments, and your brain and your heart. So if we're digging deep and looking at our habits and our patterns, then you've got to look at your trauma, right? And what is trauma? Trauma is just an emotional shock from a stressful event. It could be anything from something devastating. I've worked with people that that have been trafficked, sex trafficking. I've worked, death, right? Like unexpected death in the family, rape. There's so many different things. That's trauma in one way, right? But trauma can also be, I've had people to say, I had the best life ever. I don't have any trauma. It could be that you got your hair pulled when you were 5 years old in kindergarten, and the story that you made up about what that experience created a traumatic experience for you in your life. You cannot compare one trauma with another. The brain and the body will react the same. It doesn't know the difference between different types of trauma, right? So we've got to look at that. Then you've got to get specific and practice. You've got to embed the habits to get personalized and have clarity about what you want to receive and what you desire through daily practice. And when we do in our Quantum Miracles Mastery, what we do is create a creation intention formula, and you have daily meditations. Now, meditation, I know how many of you out there are like, ooh, scared at the word meditation. Let me tell you, it's not that hard, and meditation is not what you think it might be. Right? There are hundreds of different types of ways to meditate. And the specific type of daily practice meditation that we dive into allows you to connect your heart and your brain together and allows you to connect into the field. It's not about clearing your mind or not thinking or sitting in lotus position. You can walk outside, you can sun gaze, you can play with the flowers, right? But it's about having a daily practice where you have clarity about what you want to receive and what you desire. So what? first, dig deep and heal your shit, right? Then second, get specific about what you want and practice it daily. Very important, right? These two things. So it's like any other muscle. Why aren't you manifesting the things that you want? Because you're not doing it on a daily basis. Are you focusing every day for a few minutes on creating the life of your desires? Probably not. Yeah, maybe here and there, right? But every day. So what if you had the accountability and the practice of daily integration and practice? And this isn't something that has to overtake your life, right? This becomes a walking experience of who you are being, because you're going to heal your stuff. You're going to heal those habits. You're going to heal the pattern, your trauma, your karma, right? Your judgments, your level of consciousness. And by healing those things, you become the person that actually gets to create and manifest what they want. Next, you get to connect to your purpose. What's your individual good and how does it connect to the greater good? Right? We're seeking fulfillment over happiness. Happiness is here and there, comes and goes, right? What is fulfilling for you? What do you really want? Yeah, my surfboard was great, right? It made me happy, but it didn't fulfill me. Like I work on the work that I do in the world, going to Nepal, going to Africa, going to India, that fulfills me on a different level. And I created that from being someone that was homeless with eating disorders, who mutilated herself, who had all of these different things going on right in her life, and went from that person there to someone that shares and helps to heal the world. That's fulfillment. And then get to giving. Manifestation is the energy of giving and gratitude, right? The energy of compassion, gratitude, and giving integrates in. Give of what you have in abundance. What do you have? Time, knowledge, a smile, money, right? What is it that you have that you can give of right now? Doesn't have to take from you, because you do want to give. You don't want to give from a cup that's empty or half empty. You want to give from a cup that's overflowing and give from the saucer. So first work on healing what you need to so that you can take care of yourself. And then you'll be able to really start to shift, right? A change in perception is what is really the key to helping you to manifest. The brain processes 400 billion bits of information in a second, but we're only aware of 2,000 of those. What would happen if you were to shift your thoughts, right? Your process, your those 2,000 bits. What if you were able to shift those 2,000 into a different 2,000? Your map is what is keeping you from creating in your world, right? The number one block from you manifesting the life that you want is the programs that you receive from your family and your culture. So why not write your own program? So what we want to do is we want to purge and then reprogram and write your own program. And we're going to start with one technique today that you can start to use to start reprogramming that body and that mind and that brain. And the next thing is to question everything, right? Question everything, including me. What do I know, right? I know what's worked for me and for thousands of people that I've helped, but what else do I not know, right? Who do you want to get help with? Purge and reprogram, question everything. Because the language of the field is emotion. And you must reprogram your genes, shift your heart, and connect to the field. The heart is the portal to the field, and the pineal gland is like an antenna, right? So you have this pineal gland, which is right on your crown chakra in your head, and it's like an antenna. And whatever it's tuned to, or if it's turned off, then it can't connect in. And the field is, everything comes to you on the waves of the field. And in the Quantum Miracles Mastery, we dive deep into the heart science behind this, and the heart and how you can connect the field and the pineal gland. And then what is the quantum field, right? How do you use the field, the infinite field of possibilities, to completely shift your life? Imagine if you have emotionally powerful and authentic experiences, you will be able to recreate your life. But there's a science to this, right? There's a science to creating your intentions. There's a science to healing your trauma. There's a science to connecting the heart to the brain. All of this science is also a deep connection to your spirituality and to the deepness of you. So I want you to think about this for a minute. What does your life look like when you have fulfilled your greatest desire? What does it look like? What emotions arise when you imagine that you have attained this goal? So think of one thing that you want right now. Maybe list it over in the comments. Let me know. What is it that you want? What do you want to create? What's one goal, one desire that you want right now? Because we're going to teach you how to get into alignment so that you can start to manifest that in your life. So go ahead, write it down. Just think about it quickly, right? But get real clear on what it is. What's one thing that you want to bring into your life, that you want to manifest? And what is your life going to look like when you have fulfilled that intention? What emotions arise when you imagine that you've attained this goal? Emotion is the language of the field. If you want to create and align and manifest something in your life, you must feel it. Write it down, because we're going to use this when we do this technique. What is one of the feelings? Is it excitement? Is it happiness? Is it joy? Is it bliss? Is it love? What is it? What's that feeling that you're going to create in your life? And where do you visualize yourself being when this dream becomes a reality? But we've got to get our hearts into alignment. The heart is a powerful broadcaster. It is the strongest signal. The heart is 5,000 times magnetically stronger than your brain and 100 times electrically stronger. So if you think that your thoughts are creating your things, guess what's actually creating them? The heart, right? The feeling about it. Because if you're thinking, oh, I want this thing in my life so bad, and I'm thinking about it, but you feel like a piece of crap, or you don't feel worthy, or you feel like you don't deserve it, guess what you're going to actually create? The unworthiness, the don't deserve, the things, all of the things in your life that you don't want, because you're feeling them at a core level, even though you're thinking that you want this thing that you want in your life. When you become in a complete alignment, when your head and your heart align together, and the heart connects to the field and the pineal gland connects to the field, and you create that loop, guess what happens? You become in perfect alignment with your experience, and your life becomes a miraculous flow. That is what flow state is, right? Miraculous flow. But if your central power source is damaged, right? This power source, if it's damaged by fear, worry, false beliefs, if it's shut down, if it's disconnected, then what is it going to broadcast? It's going to broadcast a weak signal. And if the heart broadcasts your intentions to the universe, but you have fear, you get a weak signal. And even if you're trying to do the law of attraction, it hears a weak signal. Or the heart's completely shut down, or the pineal gland's closed off. It's a weak signal. You're not in alignment. You're not connected to your intuitive intelligence, into your core. So we've got to work on healing that, so that you can you want to manifest $10,000 in the next 24 hours. Guess what? You can. Maybe it's $1 million. Maybe, people want to manifest money all the time, or they want to manifest careers or love, right? Why aren't you manifesting the love that you want? Because you're broadcasting a weak signal in that area of your life. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to teach you a simple heart breathing technique that is going to allow you to start to align and manifest And then I'm going to share with you my 5-step process, 6-step actually, process to creating quantum miracles and how you can start to walk yourself through this process. And I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to give you some exciting things that you can start taking. And I want you to start today with these experiments and work towards this. So stay on and keep listening, because we're going to keep going to the next step. So first, I want you to just get seated somewhere. And this is a really simple technique. This is what I call the 5-minute cure. Start with this technique and just start with this today. And in our quantum miracles mastery, we have several techniques that we teach over a period of time, and they build on each other one by one so that you can align to your life and you can create the alignment that you need. But this one piece here starts it out, and I'm going to teach you this piece so that you can start the manifesting. So remember that one thing that you wanted, right? And the feeling that it's going to bring you. Yes? Okay. You got those? Great. So now start to just get settled and just focus on your heart. There's a couple of ways to do this. You can either put your hands in prayer position in front of your heart, or lay one hand over your heart. Now, this is the heart chakra area, the center of your heart, right in your middle of your chest. That chakra is the place where love and experience and gratitude come, right? So start to allow your awareness to move from your mind. You're in a beta brainwave when you're thinking. We want to get you into an alpha state, moving from that beta brainwave and dipping down into the area of your heart. Because again, you cannot manifest if you are in a beta state. If you are stressed, if you're in a beta state, if you have trauma, you've got to get into an alpha and a theta. So dropping into the heart. And then I also want you, as you're signaling into your heart, now you're just going to connect and find your crown chakra in the top where your pineal gland is. And just take a finger. I like to point and poke my finger into that point in my head right there, just a reminder of where that's at. If you need to keep your finger there, you can. Or you can just focus on where it is. We're going to be sending our breath into that area in the tops of our head to start to decalcify the pineal gland so you can become an antenna to the God field, the infinite field of possibilities. Okay? So just feeling that. So now, allowing your awareness to move from your mind to your heart. And this just sends a signal to your heart that a shift has taken place. And just start to slow your breathing. I like to slow my breath to like a five breath in and a 5 breath out. Just begin to breathe a little more slowly than usual. Allowing 5 to 6 seconds for your inhale and your exhale. And this just starts to bring you into a safe space. Relax your system. And now that your breathing is slowed, you're going to start to breathe in through your heart for a count of 5. So imagine that the breath is coming right in through that heart chakra, like a golden light or a white light. And as you're breathing that light in through that chakra for a count of 5, it's going to travel all the way up until it gets to the top and the crown of your forehead, crown of your head, right behind your third eye, and right below the crown into that pineal gland. And you're going to breathe it up. And when it gets to that area, you're going to squeeze and hold that area for a count of 5. And then you're going to breathe back out through your heart, sending that light back out for a count of 5. So breathing in through the heart, breathing that light and that air all the way up, and then holding and squeezing at the top, squeezing. You're activating the crystalline palace, the crystals in your pineal gland right there, start to activate those. This is how you start to produce DMT in your brain. And if you don't know what DMT is the mystical experience that will help you to dive even deeper. Breathing, holding, breathing, and then breathing back out through your heart. Keep repeating this simple breath, breathing in, squeezing and holding for 5, and then breathing out for 5. And as you're repeating this breath, I want you to start to feel a feeling of appreciation, gratitude, compassion for anything or anyone. Really start to feel that feeling of appreciation, gratitude, feeling, love for anything or anyone. Keep breathing in, feeling that feeling. The quality of this feeling is what fine-tunes and optimizes the connection between your heart and your brain and opens you to the connection to the field so that you can heal and manifest. This process, not only does it allow you to start connecting to the field to manifest, it also has 1,300 positive physiological and psychological responses that it immediately starts to heal trauma in your body. It immediately starts to heal triggers. Your body will start to produce new genes just from this simple breath. And feeling that feeling of gratitude or love or appreciation, compassion. And now, what is that thing that you wanted, right? The thing that I told you to write down earlier? I want you to now start to imagine that you have that thing, you have it right now in your life, and the feeling that shows up that you've created that in your life. You must hold this experience for a minimum of 17 seconds to create the field of manifestation. Feel the feeling that you will have when you create and have that thing in your life, but you already have it right now, right? You have to come into alignment and know that in the quantum, everything exists right now for you. It is yours. You must believe it and feel it and know it and feel that feeling. Hold it in. Returning to just a regular breath, breathing in, slowly breathing out, holding this feeling of gratitude and then whatever your other feeling is, excitement or love, while you're imagining and seeing yourself in that experience, right? What do you visualize yourself? How do you visualize yourself when this dream becomes reality? See yourself in that scene right now. Feel it in your body. Awesome. Okay. Now what I want you to do is now we're going to integrate it into the body to completely fill this manifestation formula. So now I want you to write it down again. Write down what you saw, what you felt, what you noticed. It is yours. It exists for you right now. Congratulations. I can't wait to hear about what you're manifesting in your life. So now I'm going to show you my actual method. I'm going to show you how to take this amazing information and turn it into lasting transformation in your life. I want to show you my actual method for manifesting and for healing your trauma and your karma and for creating the life that you want, right? It's called Quantum Miracles. And the Quantum Miracles Mastery is this incredible experience of all of these combined techniques brought together in a mastery formula just for you. Quantum Miracles Mastery has 6 major processes to it, 6 things that we work on together. The first is the manifesting, right? Number 1 is, how do you manifest? How do you create? What is the fabric of the field, and how do you use that to create in your life, to understand, to move about, to heal, right? The next is understanding the mind and the memory. So we have memories that 50% of all of our memories are creative. So you're making up half the shit you're remembering anyways. So why did you make up new things, right? So we're going to actually work with reprogramming the mind and the memories and shifting them so that you can actually heal the brain and the processes and the synapses that are going on, right? That's the second step, the second process in the Quantum Miracles Mastery. The third is the alchemical alignment. Alchemical alignment is the actual connection to of the heart and the brain together. Alchemical is, we're thinking about alchemy is the experience of turning something into nothing, right? Or so turning nothing, something into nothing. Turning nothing into gold, into something. And that is exactly what we do when we align ourselves. And so we turn our wounds into gold. We turn our experiences into gold. And then you learn how to connect that into the God field. What is the field, the quantum field that we are all connected to, and how do you harness the power of the field into this experience, right? We work on your manifesting, your memory, and your mind. We align your heart with the field, and then we teach you how to tap into your intuition and create an intention creation formula. This is how I created my experience and have helped thousands of people around the world to completely transform. Sarah says, throughout the time I was taking the Quantum Mastery course, I received completely unexpected deposits in my Venmo account from bar customers, totaling $450. And she got a check from a relative she hadn't spoken to in years for $1,500. Why? Because she got into alignment. And she got into alignment with her meditations and her daily exercises, and to allow her life to completely keep flowing and open. And that's what you can also do when you align yourself, because you've already created one alignment tonight. You will also learn how your levels of consciousness, right? I told you that you have to heal your levels of consciousness. We teach you to figure out which level of consciousness you're at, what it's creating, and then how you can shift into a consciousness of love, a consciousness of abundance, a consciousness of creation, right? What is it that you want to create? Do you want to have a better love life? Do you want to manifest more money? Do you want a new job? Do you want clients? Or maybe you want to physically heal something in your life. We also teach you how to shift your energetics and your emotions. Did you know that diseases show up in your body before they actually show up? I mean, show up in your field before they show up in your body. What does that actually mean? Well, they've proven now that the field around you, you can actually test it for cancer before you get the cancer, and it will tell you if you're going to get cancer or not. So if you can heal the field around you and your energy and your emotions, guess what? Your physical body will heal too. How do I know? Because I have seen people heal on a massive level, both physically and energetically. last year I was teaching at the Quantum Miracles Retreat in Western Australia, and there was this amazing older woman. She was grandma that came to a retreat. She was in her 70s, and her daughter was at the retreat, and a couple of her family members had been at some of my other retreats. And she had had a stroke. She had had where one part of her face was completely deformed, right? Where you lose the experiences, right, in your face. Uh-oh. Okay. Where you lose that. Well, through working through these quantum miracles, the mastery, the processes, she healed her face without ever having to go to a doctor. And it actually happened in 4 days at the retreat. She completely healed this. She was able to smile again. The muscles healed themselves. I had a woman who came to a retreat, another one of my Quantum Miracles retreats, in California, who had spinal issues and had x-rays done, and had several issues with x-rays, had MRIs done, and she was going to have some work done on her spine. She came to the retreat, and her neck of her spine completely healed. I myself applied my own techniques for Quantum Miracles Mastery into the healing of my own teeth. Great story. I'm pretty, was pretty shameful for me to say, but at the age of 42 last year, I went to the dentist for the first time in like 6 years. And my dentist said that it was the worst that he had ever seen for someone my age with my teeth. I had bone that was disappearing. I had a few teeth that were loose. I had I had gum disease going on, different things like that. And I was pretty ashamed, because for somebody like myself that travels the world and, and takes pride in healing herself, but I had done a lot of drugs when I was younger. I had eating disorders, a lot of different things had caused these issues in my mouth. And so he said, he scheduled me for some surgeries and things like that. And I said, no, I'm going to heal this myself. And he kind of laughed at me, like I'm sure most dentists would. And it was like, yeah, okay. And I told him, explained to him what I do. And he was like, sure, all right, I'll give you 4 months. And he's like, you still schedule the surgery. And so I, of course, went on this regimen of physically healing it, right? Doing the right things, brushing my teeth and the things like that. But then I started doing the techniques that I teach in our quantum healing, which is part of Quantum Miracles Mastery and our quantum healing. And I started to heal my teeth. And I went back after 2 months. And he was super impressed. He's like, wow. He's like, the things are looking really good. Still scheduled me to come in for my 4-month one. And when I came in at 4 months, he said, I don't know how you did it, but you don't have to have surgery on your teeth. And so I went from having some of the worst gum disease, and I have x-rays of it, and bone loss of anyone at the age of 42, to completely healing my teeth in 4 months time. So you can do it too. That's what happens when you do energetics and emotion. So Chanel, who took our quantum mastery class, said that she got 2 new clients, and she wanted to know how to feel gratitude, right? She was like, I don't know how to feel gratitude. So I made a special thing for her, just on understanding, how do we start to feel gratitude in your life? So if you were doing the heart breathing manifestation exercise earlier, and you were having trouble tapping into gratitude, or how to feel love or appreciation or gratitude, then I can help you to really step into that, so that you can create this manifestation in your life, right? Learn how to create that for yourself. So what I'm going to offer for you this evening, and what I want to share with you, is my 9-week immersion into Quantum Miracles Mastery. What does that mean? So what I'm going to share with you, what we're going to do is for 9 weeks, starting in June, we're going to immerse ourselves into the Quantum Miracles Mastery program, into the process. You're going to walk through and understand how to dive deep, and you're going to learn to heal your trauma, your karma. You're going to understand your level of consciousness and shift it. You're going to shift your judgment. You're going to shift to your brain and your heart and your energetic field, so that you can heal diseases before they even show up, or heal them after. And we're going to work in mastery work. We work into 3 different areas. The mastery is quantum miracles, quantum money, and quantum health. Why? Because we all want to create some cool stuff in our lives. And the quantum miracles is the manifesting part. The manifesting part, some of the amazing things that people have manifested in our previous classes have been, somebody got 2 5K clients that were paid in full. Somebody got a 10K contract that was signed within 24 hours. The person got a refund check in the mail. Somebody found a place to live. And I had a person that got the green card, that had been waiting for the green card for 3 years and got it within 48 hours of starting the quantum miracles work. What if you could get a phone call from a long lost friend? One of our trainers, she wanted to go to Australia and was gifted a flight to Australia by a friend before she even told her friend that she wanted to go to Australia. We've had people gifted dinners and lunches and drinks and snacks. Like, you can manifest anything that you want. But what if you could manifest healing, right? So you can manifest money, you can manifest miracles, you can manifest health. Maurizio is one of my favorites. He quit his corporate job last year, 2 weeks before beginning our Quantum Miracles program. And his goal was he wanted to start his yoga and healing business. But he also wanted to still keep creating income. So he was very clear and specific when he was taking the course about what he wanted to do. He said, I want to work from home. I don't want to travel anymore. He had a specific amount of money that he wanted to make. He wrote it all down, right? And he wanted to be able to have the time to work on his yoga business and be able to teach his yoga classes at the yoga studio. And he wanted specific classes to teach and everything like that. And so he wrote all these things down. He worked through the formulas and the process. And then he calls me one day and we're having a conversation. And he said, Melissa, not only did I get the perfect exact consulting job that I wanted, I got everything I asked for. They gave me more than I wrote down and that I wanted. And I didn't even have to interview for it. They called me, and because of my referrals, they said, you have the job and you were hired. They never even spoke to me. Now that is living life on your own terms and manifesting at its finest, right? So I want to have each of you come and share your manifesting with me. So what I'm going to give you, how we're going to work this together, is we have 9 weekly live healing, manifesting, and coaching sessions with actionable items and techniques. This is a lovely, informative pact where you're going to start to learn how to heal. I'm going to be doing transmissions. I'm going to be doing energetic healings. I'm also going to be teaching you techniques for manifesting, techniques for healing your trauma, coaching sessions, and you'll have step-by-step actionable items. You will also get 9 weekly quantum meditations to train your brain. Each week, a new meditation will come out that I promise you'll be able to do, that you will do daily. They're short, they're simple, that will allow you to get into the movement and the key, because you must train your heart and your brain to connect so that you can create and heal. You'll also get step-by-step guides and instructions for creating in the quantum. You will get weekly experiments to access the field. This is my favorite part, guys. So think about it. Every week we do a new experiment, and in that experiment, you actually get to learn how to access the field. This is where you can basically learn how to use the field as Amazon and order up what you want in your life. We start with simple ways that will allow you to do it. Then you graduate to bigger and bigger techniques. This is one of the experiments that we did is the exact experiment that I used to create and get that surfboard that I told you guys about earlier, right? So you'll be able to do that. You'll get energetic healings and transmissions. You'll have daily guidance. There'll be videos, there'll be written lessons from me to activate your manifestation powers and your superhuman ability to heal and get into alignment. Your body can heal itself from anything, Everything is healable, right? Unless there's some karmic thing going on, right? Your karma is one of the things that happens that gets in the way. So, but you'll get daily guidance around this. There's videos, there's lessons, there's There's worksheets, and then guess what? You're going to have you're going to have a community support, a mastermind, and an accountability partner that's going to help you to create and magnify this on fire, right? And we're going to be working into 3 areas. So over 9 weeks, we're going to be working in these 3 different areas. The quantum miracles, which is the manifesting, quantum money, which is quantum money mastery, is deeply, deeply transformational. If you want to learn how to shift your finances, get a new job, make more money. I've seen people double, triple their income. I mean, just completely change their life. And then quantum health, which is how to physically heal your body and heal emotional and mental trauma. You can't ask for more than combining these 3 areas of your life together to completely shift and transform. I did my first quantum miracles experiment in 2017. And I spent only 30 days diving deep into it. And since then, my life hasn't been the same, but in 30 days of healing my blocks and using the steps of the quantum miracles blueprint to, I challenged myself, and I manifested a full-time maid for service, a private chef, an elegant and luxurious home for myself and my friends and for my clients. I have manifested new clients. I manifested magical introductions. I was able to stay at a villa at the top of a mountain overlooking the beach. I manifested simple things like matcha lattes and dinners and drinks. I manifested a personal hike through the jungle in Chitwan National Park, which is in Nepal, where the Jungle Book originated, to see rhinos and tigers and elephants at less than half the normal price. And it was only me and my guides. I also manifested a 5-day trek to what is considered one of the best treks and views in all of Southeast Asia. It's called Mount Rinjani. And it was just me and my guide and my porter. And I was able to camp on the rim of a crater volcano. I was able to get personalized service, one-to-one, only the best. And that's only the tip of the iceberg. Can you imagine if you spend 9 weeks, how your life will change? So all of these things, everything here together for you is the value of all of this together is over $5,555. But what I want to offer for you today, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some bonuses so that you can have even more. So you're going to get a ticket to Transform Live, which is our retreat. We had to move it to 2021. So you're going to have to wait until next year. So about 6 months from now to join me for our live retreat. We have amazing retreats all over the world. This is our Transform Live retreat, which is an incredible experience. Tickets to that are $997. I'm going to give you that as a bonus today. I'm also going to give you access to our Quantum Money Mastery online program. It is in our membership site, and it is a 6-module that will take you from end to end on money mastery. And it's going to pull you right into what we're doing here with our money and our experience, so that you can shift your life. And that is $777. I'm going to gift those to you. But I'm also going to give you some things that you can have only right now during this promotion. So right now during this promotion, you can get 2 months membership in our Quantum Miracles Sacred Circle, which is worth $1,000. And that's what people pay to be in our Sacred Circle. Excuse me. I'm going to gift that to everybody that signed up during this promotion. You're going to get 2 months membership in that Sacred Circle. We do transmissions, we do healings, I do coaching. It's just a deeper dive into the things that I'm going to be teaching you during this 9 weeks. And for the first 15 people that sign up and join me for this amazing experience, I'm going to give you a one-to-one session with me, which is worth $500. That's only for the first 15 that sign up during this time here. So instead of the price of $5,555 for all of this amazing stuff, where you're getting our 9 weekly live trainings, the quantum meditations, your step-by-step guides, the energetic healings, the daily guidance, you get lifetime access to all of our content, community support. You're going to be able to, you're an accountability partner for today. And for this promotion, what I'm offering for everybody is you can get this for only $1,777. We also have a payment plan that's offered. You can look at that. If you go to the link below, you can actually go over to the page and you can check out all of the everything that you can get with that. Because wouldn't it be great if you could manifest a couple of new clients if you have your own business, or get a contract signed, or find a new place to live. I manifested my home in 2017 using this exact process. I wrote down exactly what I was looking for, and exactly how I wanted to create it. And so I said I wanted to find a home that was in the perfect community. I wrote the exact price that I wanted it for, everything that I was looking for, and I looked for it for 3 months. Right, in 3 months, I had people looking for it and experiencing it. And I was in California at my partner's house, and I was watching the dog, and I drove past this house and I saw it, and it was exactly 2-bedroom, big backyard for entertaining, exact price that I was asking for. It wasn't where I thought it was going to be, but I didn't know, and it turned out to be exactly what I want. It's the home that I have now in California. You can find and create exactly what you want. So join me. We start the week of June 14th, so just a little over 2 weeks from now, and we're going to be diving into this weekly live healing, manifesting, and coaching sessions. We'll have the actionable items and the techniques. You'll have 9 quantum meditations to train your brain, and the step-by-step guides, because I want to show you how to create the life that you want. But don't forget, you get my bonuses, which are amazing. Right now, when you register, you get a ticket to Transform Live, our retreat in 2021, and access to our Quantum Money Mastery. And for the first 15 that sign up for this, you also get this one session with me. And it's one of the most powerful things that you can do is to take the time to take a one-to-one session. Now, people have completely changed their lives from 30 minutes to an hour of working in this session with me. And then you also get 2 months in our Quantum Miracles Sacred Circle. So if you want to create the life of your dreams and really shift into this new experience, then join me for this Quantum Miracles Mastery. I'm really excited to have you join me, and I can't wait to walk you through this transformation. Again, this is our 6th step. This is the process that we step through. We're going to work on manifesting, memory in the mind, alchemical alignment in the God field, tapping into your intuition and intention, the consciousness creation, your energetics, and your emotion. Quantum Miracles Mastery is one of my favorite programs that we offer at the Academy, and we've combined and put all 3 of them together for you: Quantum Miracles, Quantum Money, and Quantum Healing. Learn how you can heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and completely shift your life. Where is the retreat? Liz, I'm not sure where we're going to have the retreat. They're usually in California, but most likely Transform Live will be in California. And that was where our one for this year was. We have deep immersive retreats that we do, and we do them all over the world. But this one here, the Transform Live, we usually do in California. So that's a good question for everyone. So if you want to come to California, you can join us for our live retreat in 2021. Obviously, because of COVID and the pandemic, we don't have a specific date for it right now. So it will be a surprise when we are allowed to gather again in large groups. But right now, immediately, you'll be able to get access to our Quantum Money Mastery, and immediately you will be able to start in our Quantum Miracles Sacred Circle. And you can, and then you can join, and we will be starting on June 14th, or starting the week of June 14th, and doing these 9 weeks of live healings and manifestations. Everything will be recorded, so that if you cannot make the live class, if the time frame for you is not good, then we will be able to, you'll be able to watch the recordings, and you will have them for life. Everything you will have for life, you can go back over time and time again. You can use the guides over and over, the live healings, the meditations, and you will always have access to our community, and you will be able to do the experiments and of accessing the field over and over again. Mhm. Let's see. Awesome. Sounds great. I want an amazing coach assignment that I can do from home. Oh, look, I've got beautiful 3-bedroom home there south. There's some amazing people here getting amazing stuff. So if you have questions or need anything, again, you can go to the link, and you can share below. If you have any questions for me, please let me know. You can also contact us. There's supposed to be a comment box over here, but I don't see it. So let me know if you have any questions, and we will be sending out the recording for you, and we'll be following up with you to connect. So again, if you need anything else, just again, you get your 9 weekly live healings, manifesting and coaching sessions. So just breathing in and allowing yourself to connect into that heart space. I thank you so much for joining me for Quantum Miracles Mastery, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye.